Great. Well, fantastic. Thank you and welcome everyone to the April 7th Lodging Tax Advisory Committee meeting. We called this meeting today as we've had a special round of funding applications that we went out. We committed to doing that last fall with all the uncertainties about being able to host events. So it's great to see that we have applications submitted, and today we're going to go through 4 presentations and then make some recommendations to bring forward to the City Council next week. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the agenda, and the first presentation today is going to be from the Saints Car Club.
Hello, hi, I'm Bill Helping from the Saints Car Club, and we are requesting extra money to pay for our bus service we have every year. We usually are helped out by the other group, but they won't be able to do that this year. So we thought maybe we better find a way to get some more money into our funds for financing the buses. We're asking for $600, and our cost for that is over $700. So we would just like a little bit of help with it, if that's possible.
Absolutely. We appreciate you bringing that forward. Did any of the committee members have any questions regarding the request or the application?
No, I don't. It was a really straightforward application.
Yep, I absolutely agree. And I would be supportive of that request, but we'll get to that later. Any other comments that you'd like to make with regards to your application?
I just want to introduce myself real quick. I'm
Well,
yeah, I'm Sam.
appreciate the help from the city always. You know, we get a fair amount of cash each year from the lodging tax, and we really appreciate it. Hope to continue working with you.
Absolutely. We hope to create some win-wins through this process.
Yes.
Okay, well, if there aren't any other further questions or comments, we could move to our second presentation, which is Fathoms of Fun.
And let me see. Just joined. Hold on. Oh, there she is. Wow, that was perfect timing. I'm promoting her to panelist. So it'll be just a minute before it catches up. Let's try that. Yeah. Yeah. These trees association. I think we got thrown into this thing with like. Yeah. Yeah. Corinne couldn't make it, so she wasn't. Sure. Well, she disappeared, I think.
Do you want to do introductions?
We can.
We were just introducing ourselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sean, do you mind if if everybody introduces themselves while I try and figure out where Sharon went?
Yes, please do.
You want to go first, Sean, or?
You betcha. I'm Sean Kuchardi on the City Council and Chair of the Lodging Tax Committee this year.
I'm Lorraine Olson. I'm with Mrs. House Bed and Breakfast, and I'm on the Lodging Tax Committee.
Bill Hubbell with the Saints Car Club. I'm the director of our yearly cruise in downtown Port Orchard.
I'm Samantha Smith. I'm on Josephine's and Revival downtown. I'm also on the Port Orchard Bay Street Association board.
Hi there, I'm Beth Jadens. I'm the director with Visit Kitsap, and I'm on the Lodging Tax Advisory.
And I am Brandy Wallace, city staff.
Hi, I'm Marissa Seams. I'm from the Red Lion.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm Kathy Garcia with the Port of Bremerton.
Fantastic. Thanks everyone for the introductions. Sharon, can you hear us now? You're on mute, Sharon. There we go. Oh, I saw her toggle on and off mute. She's back on mute.
We don't see her picture.
No, I just see her name and it went from mute to unmute to mute again.
She's joining on her phone, so she said she may have some issues. So Sharon, I'm gonna unmute you, if it'll let me.
Oh, there.
There we go. Sharon, can you hear us now? You should be able to talk. Yeah, you're. But,
I'm hearing some background noise. Do you think that's Sharon's background noise?
I think so. Sharon, are you able to talk?
I don't have any sound.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can hear you now, Sharon. Can you talk again so we can confirm that we can hear you? She must not be able to hear us, is what I'm guessing.
I don't have any sound. I don't have any sound.
We can hear you.
No. I have no sound.
Can you hear
You
you?
have a-
Sharon? You want to talk?
And I don't know where the sound is. I can't get to it. I can't get to it.
Is there a way to send her? I'm not seeing the way to send her a chat, like we could hear her. She could continue with her presentation.
No, can't get to it.
Does anyone have a cell phone number for Sharon?
I'm just.
Kathy, you do? Do you want to try to call Sharon and let her know that we can hear her, and if she wanted to kind of continue with her presentation, and maybe you could relay information via cell.
Yeah, or she is actually on video. She's calling me on the phone. She doesn't have her computer. She's trying to. So she can't see us, right? She doesn't have this, she just audio, and she was just trying to figure out how to, and she's on her phone, so how to figure out how she can hear us.
I'm gonna send her an email. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Didn't answer, but I'll try texting her.
Sounds good. Let's do this. We'll try to continue to communicate with her, and in the meantime, we'll just go to the next presentation on the list. Let's see.
Next one. Visit Kitsap.
Yeah, we go to visit Kitsap. Beth.
We have some props. I promise I won't take very long. Very straightforward, I hope. So our presentation today is for the amount, I believe it was $10,000. This is for a campaign specific, Port Orchard specific campaign for tourism marketing, specifically digital advertising for the city of Port Orchard, with an emphasis on our budget-friendly lodging, some of our Airbnb lodging, the point downtown by the water, the Kitsap Water Trails, the events that are happening. All of those things are going to be very specific to a brand new Port Orchard specific campaign with new photography and putting some carousels together with our mobile ID program. I just want to show you in 2021, we did a very brief pilot program over the holiday, and the visitor snapshot that we got from Kitsap County when we didn't have such crisp photography to put on our phones to show people digital photography to get them to click in. We had thousands of, sorry, I have to take my glasses off for this one. We had thousands of unique visitors traveling to Kitsap County from over 50 miles. Thousands of visitor days spent. Would you forward that, please? You're awesome. Oh, that's perfect. What we wanted to do was get into, just to show you this pilot program, how it works. We had trips to the North Kitsap, to Central Kitsap, and to South Kitsap. How many trips were taking place through these campaigns that we did? Almost 3 days in the South District alone. And next slide, please. Thank you. And one more. Okay. So you can see in the South District where people were visiting. They were visiting from different places. They're going to South District. So we're talking specifically Port Orchard. This is all tailored just to Port Orchard. Next slide, please. The campaigns that we did over the holiday equated to over $750,000. This is not on the slide. I don't think yet. You can see McCormick Woods Golf Course is highly trafficked as well, highly visited. But we had over $750,000 of economic impact for a spend of $3,900 between November 24th and December 25th. So it's a $191 return for every dollar that we invested. This is a countywide program. What we're looking to do is just specifically for Port Orchard itself, including your bed and breakfast, including all of your events and attractions, and putting that together for you, and then being able to report on the economic impact, the number of rooms that are booked, the number of trips that people are taking. Maybe they're not spending the night, but they're investing in day spend to downtown or throughout the city. And so that concludes the presentation. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you. What digital mediums do you plan on, promoting this advertising on? Is this social channels or pay-per-click or?
So this particular campaign can be is primarily through geolocation data and mobile ID. So if someone clicks on our ad on their phone and they visit to the area, the algorithm will capture their visit, especially if they go to our website. Let's say they book a hotel room on our website, our booking engine, which supports our marketing as well. Usually we can either get the entire screen or we get above the fold. Like I said, we did this pilot program last for the holiday season. Port Orchard had a lot of success compared to some of our other communities within the county. It was a countywide campaign. And then we're also running you within a countywide campaign right now, but this one that I'm talking about is very specific to Port Orchard between, let's say May and the end of the year.
Got it. Thank you.
And I have a question. The data that you just showed up here is really impressive. And you mentioned a little bit about people can, if they click on something in the phone, that's one way of tracking the data, but how do you track this data?
Yeah, that's how it's tracked through cell towers.
Through cell phone.
Yeah, so through app, most people have an app running on their phone, although a lot of us have decided that we don't want people following us around. It doesn't really help those of us who are trying to create economic impact, but it's through, if you have any app on your phone, you're opting in and it will track that. The nice thing about this too is these campaigns can live on in perpetuity. So even though we end the campaign, let's say somebody sees the ad in December, but then they don't travel in December, but they decide to travel in May, we will be able to capture that as well. So we did about 120 or 30 room nights last December in that campaign with a snowstorm and a variant. So I was pretty impressed with that. But I think it's just an easy way to get visitors who have been here before or who are like what we call lookalike audiences, people who like the things that you have to offer, and they've come and we want them to come enjoy the water, enjoy everything that Port Orchard has to offer. So we can tweak it as well. It's not, if something doesn't look like it's performing well, we want to try something else. I will say this is raw data. So there's usually some sort of multiplier effect. This is just unique visitors that we're trying to track. We can track everyone, but we really are trying to get the unique visitors that have really never been here before. But it's not a perfect science, but as close as we can get.
And it's a great place to start. Yeah. And that's really impressive.
Yeah. And there's other things that, we can add to the campaign too, like, social or streaming. That is also available through streaming service like, Spotify or other streaming service. We haven't dipped our toes in that water yet, but we certainly could try it as a pilot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? If not, were we able to get Sharon connected? Is she aware that she can hear us yet?
Well, I do see a phone number that I think might be hers. Oh,
I'm on the phone,
Great.
but I've got you visible on my Kindle Fire, but I have no audio on my Fire.
Well,
Okay.
we can hear you loud and clear, Sharon. So if you'd like to go ahead and take it away with your overview of your application, that'd be fantastic.
Well, I feel like I'm really at a handicap loss down here in Arizona. I've just come back from the pool with all of my family and stressing over trying to get Zoom downloaded. I thought I had it okay this morning. I don't have any of my paperwork here with me, so this came as a kind of a surprise, but the basic thing that I'm looking for is to make up the difference of what we were shorted on the original LTAC request, which was
$114.
where we were awarded 25, I believe, 096, something like that.
Yep, that's right.
The difference would make it, the difference that we were shorted would be coming from our advertising campaign, possible concerts, fireworks, overhead costs, that kind of a thing. Because we didn't know where we would be on the traffic control for the Grand Parade or the Festival by the Bay event. We have got a solid $3,900 estimate for the Grand Parade. Now, that probably isn't going to happen every single year. So there would be a little bit of money left in what I had budgeted for in the original LTAC request. However, that being said, we're not at all knowing what we're going to be doing yet on the Festival by the Bay. We haven't had the official meeting between the police chief and the Saints Car Club and Fathoms to know who's going to be doing what. So I feel that we're still going to be expending some money beyond the original. I think I put in 1,100 for Festival by the Bay. So I'm just basically asking for the difference of what we budgeted for originally versus what we were granted, which is, I think, 4,118, whatever.
Yeah,
But it's over
$4,018.
Because I don't want to short us on our advertising campaign since we're just getting really ready to open up. And we're going forward with the Grand Parade at this point. I'm assuming that the city is going to approve it. And so I've got some advertising spots already set aside on the Kitsap Daily News online. And then I'm going forward with the Kitsap Discover magazine. We're working on the ad copy for that now. And then I've already done 2 other ads and 2 other, one for the chamber and one for the Kitsap Daily News. And so I just really don't want to short sheet us on anything. So if I can please beg for the difference, that would be awesome, you guys. And I'm sorry, so I am so unprepared, but I'm in vacation in Arizona.
You know, you're just fine. And you came through loud and clear and we understand the request. Does anyone have any questions for Sharon?
I don't have a question.
I have something. Sharon, call me when you get back and we'll talk about the stuff at each end of the show about.
And who is talking?
This is Bill Hubble.
John Hall?
Bill with
Okay.
the Saints Car Club.
Okay,
Okay, and we'll.
I will call when I get back.
Okay, sounds good.
And Sharon, this is Lorraine, and I just want to thank you for all the extra effort you made to present today. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sharon. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we'll go to our final presentation today. Or the Port Orchard Bakery Association.
Yes. So this is my first one. There's supposed to be somebody else here, so I will do my best. So if I miss questions, please just let me know. We did Port Orchard Night Market back in 2019, was our first and only year due to COVID, which it was, for me as a business owner, a huge success, a huge win. We weren't going to do them this year, but I've actually gotten a lot of merchants asking, and actually a lot of community members asking if we could do them again. Not only that, but I've actually had people that come in on the boats and want to come for that certain weekend when things are happening. So it is kind of last minute, but I've done events before and I know we can do them again. So we are asking, it looks like $3,630. So it's about 46% of our budget to operate the night market. Right now, we're just waiting, our application is in to make sure we don't have to do anything as far as parking, basically flaggers and stuff for streets, because we're not blocking off streets per se. But my hope for this is to bring people back downtown again. We are starting to get new businesses, new restaurants in. I'm really excited to highlight Port Orchard, and I think personally Night Market does a really great job of highlighting all of downtown, because people walk from all over, and I love the event and what it brings for our community. So we as POPSBA are asking for that money from LTAC. And what did I miss?
Fantastic, thank you. Is there any questions based on this application request?
I should probably say we were planning on 3 night markets, one in June, one in July, and one in August. So that would be for 3 night markets.
Yeah, saw that on the application. Thanks for the clarification, however.
Thank you. I really love the night markets. They have been a huge success, so thank you.
I enjoyed them. Thank you.
Love the night markets.
Yep.
No.
Is it your birthday, Kathy?
It is.
Happy birthday. You're
Oh.
good.
Okay, well, let's move into, if there's no further questions, I think we can kind of go into, discussing our recommendations based on these funding requests. I would start by offering up the fact that, I'm really happy that we created it's Jay Rosapepe when he was chair in the committee last fall, just dealing with all of the uncertainties that made the decision to come back and say, hey, let's open this up again in the spring, see if we have more information. We know how important, driving people to Port Orchard is. It's the reason why this fund exists. So I'm glad we're here and having another round. We have obviously a surplus of funds that this committee has discussed before. And from my perspective, I'm in favor of every request that we've heard today, and would be comfortable, bringing that forward to the city council. I like the fact that we're doing this quickly, that we can, disperse these dollars and start bringing in promotion to our city that, frankly, we really haven't been able to do the last couple of years. So I'll stop there and see if any other committee member has any comments.
I agree. I think this is a wonderful opportunity, and so happy there were such good applications, and really appreciate every organization's work to bring people to Port Orchard. And these are a lot of work, all of these, so thank you.
Absolutely. Well, Marissa, did you have any comments on any of the kind of the overall?
No, I agree. I think everything should be like that was asked for should be approved. I don't live in Port Orchard, but I like everything that you guys do. Like I love the farmers market. I can't wait to have the night market. I'm gonna go.
Nice. We can't wait to see you down there. And how about you, Kathy? Any comments that you'd like to bring forward?
I was really excited, that we had this opportunity to have some surplus funding to help these groups. I know that a lot of them have been hit hard with the traffic control. So I think that being able to open this up again to help these groups out is a real positive for our community. And I think that these events are invaluable. They're just, we need them downtown. So I appreciate the city for opening this up again.
Fantastic. Any other comments from committee members based on the overall recommendation? And if not, we could move towards, kind of a motion, just to kind of put it in our minutes, about approving the the applications that were before us today, when we could move those to the city council, at our next council meeting. Would the committee members be in favor of that? And if so, would you maybe raise a hand and say aye?
Aye.
Wow, was that quick and efficient? Brandy, do you have everything you need to generate the recommendation up to the city council?
I do, and just for the record, the total ask is, so Fathoms of Fun, $4,018, Port Orchard Bay Street Association, $3,630, Saints Car Club, $600, Visit Kitsap, $15,000, for a total of $23,248. That's the ask for the council, is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
I have everything I need to present to the council, actually at tomorrow night's council meeting. Oh,
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Oh,
sorry.
it's Friday, good for them.
I have it ready to be published in the packet tomorrow.
Exactly. Way to make the packet on time.
Yeah. That's fast.
And in closing, I just would like to thank Brandy, all the work you've done over the last month, all the committee members and all of the applicants for just, responding with such a sense of urgency. I think this is fantastic because we're coming into season. Look at today, it's 72 degrees, right? So people are excited to come back and be outside and be downtown. And I think it's wonderful. So thanks everyone for the role that you play in bringing tourism to our city. It's most certainly appreciated.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye now.
Thank
You
you.
will adjourn the meeting. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.